Howdy howdy, sorry for the delayed start. It took a bit, had some really big trouble with my Switch dock for some reason. But we are here. We are going to be doing some Reg G battles. First, obviously, welcome. Let me switch this over because I don't need window capture for once. I don't need that either. Let's see. I need not this window capture. There we go. There we go. Okay, perfect. We're set up. We're finally ready. Welcome to everyone in the chat. I'm so sorry for the amount of hiccups I had. For some reason, my Switch literally, it's for anyone who's an OLED, I guess. Do you know why? Like, I might just not be able to like use my Switch dock. Also, let me. There we go. Perfect. That's exactly where it was. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I have moved my face cam around a bit. Let me just. There we go. Okay, literally right there. That had to have been where it was. Maybe it's a slight. Nope. Okay. And that looks good. Okay, perfect. So we are live with some Reg G battles. I've not played a bunch of Reg G in a while. Honestly, I don't think I played like any Reg G since NASC, where that did not go well. So we're gonna be doing some Reg G. It should be just a little bit. It should be just casual stuff. Nothing too crazy. Yeah. Okay. Let me really quickly. Oh, oops. I need to go put in my rentals. So we do some rentals. For anyone who, and I'll mention this at a couple points. Let me actually pin it. Let me pin it. Members can submit rentals for stream, and I will use your teams if you would like. I'll pin that because I'm gonna forget to pin it later. But for any members, you're gonna get to be able to submit rentals if you choose, obviously. Otherwise, I'm just gonna pick stuff that seems fun, to be honest. Starting off with, I do want to try out. There is a team that did really well with Iron Valiant and Corner Pawn. It's one of the I think this was Japan National. Yep, Japan National. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So we're gonna start off with that. But for any members, you do get to automatically pick a rental, and I will use that to your heart's content. But otherwise, though, really just I guess until we get another rental, or until like it goes really south. I guess I don't know. We'll figure that out. That's a bridge we can cross later on. But at minimum, though, we're starting off with this one. So we're gonna go 7x 8c2j. I should have put these in earlier, but I mean it's not a big deal. Okay. And there we go. Okay, perfect. So this team looks pretty fun. I'm not sure how good it is, but I mean at least on ladder these days, just because again it's been a bit, but it looked kind of fun, and that's the criteria we're going with today. Just teams that look kind of fun. It says Valiant. I haven't seen a lot of Valiant. I would love to see more Valiant. So we're gonna go with this. You know, we gotta just lead by example, I guess. So I'm not really sure what to expect. It's been a bit since I've done Reg G ladder. But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Regardless though, good luck and fun to I guess whoever I end up fighting. We'll probably give this about 2 hours for stream. I'm not really sure how long it'll end up. But we'll see what that takes us with. Okay. So we're taking on, alright, this looks like it just hands Miraidon stuff, but with like no Blood Moon, which is really good. That's really good. I don't like fighting Blood Moon. Okay. So as far as terrors go, honestly, really our only viable terrors here are, I'm trying to think, maybe Calyrex. Actually, no, definitely not Calyrex. Calyrex I don't think would ever be a terror here. I think, honestly, it's really only Urshifu and Raging Bolt. Raging Bolt could be a good Terra, though. Raging Bolt could actually be a great Terra. And not only that, I think it's also a decent lead. I don't know if I'm going to. I think Cornerstone might be a slightly better choice. I think I'm going to go Cornerstone and Calyrex as my lead. And I think I'm going to go with Raging Bolt for sure. And then I think my final mon is probably going to be... I do kind of like the idea of going with Urshifu here. I feel like Urshifu could do a decent number. They don't have really great water checks outside of like Winds and I guess Terra. Valiant wouldn't be terrible either. I think the issue though is that actually Valiant could be decent. That's a pretty decent line for Miraidon right there. I'm gonna backline it though because I'm afraid of Fake Out on turn. And I would rather get the Cornerstone lead because it at least will put up a little bit more of immediate pressure. But yeah, I think we should be fine now. We should be definitely fine. Go look up fun to my opponent. We're just gonna see what we can do. Okay, so on lead we are fighting Miraidon and Farigiraf. Okay, honestly not a big deal. Alright, yeah, I think we just go for Lance and then I think I'm gonna go for Follow Me. Just for turn 1 at least, I would like to draw in the Ogerpon. Well, the attack into the Ogerpon, just in case they're going for like a Draco or something. They are going to be Seed Farig. That makes a lot of sense. They usually are, from what I remember. Let me verify as well. I should also probably, for this in particular, move my webcam in the middle. Because I forgot about the moves. Okay. So yeah, so I think we're going to go for Follow Me here. And then I think we're going to go for Glacial Lance. We're not going to really need Satara. Really, the only thing that Farig could do is Follow Me. But if it's going to go for Follow Me, it's targeting Ogerpon. So I'm not too scared of that. They're going to go for Volt Switch. Okay. Volt Switch is chill. Volt Switch still does like over half. That's fucking insane. I hate this mon so much. But it's chill. It's chill. You know, no one really actually likes Miraidon anyway. So it's chill. It's so chill. I just realized. It's still slightly off. That's going to bother me if I don't touch it. There we go. There we go. Okay, sweet. Lance is gonna pop. Lance should still do some decent damage. Obviously, we are -1, but like, oh, wow. Wow, no, that did nothing. That did absolutely no damage. Okay, well, shit. We're gonna go for Spiky here. And then I think I'm just gonna go for Horsepower into the Incin. Assuming that it goes for like a Fake Out or something. I don't want them to like Fake Out my Ogerpon and kill it before I go for Ivy Cudgel though, because I think that's more important right now. Oh no, they're gonna go for Kali. Okay, well, forgot what we're playing on. Let's chill. Let's chill. We're -1, thankfully, so we actually take that very comfortably. And then now I can just go for Ivy Cudgel, and I can go for Horsepower here. Because thankfully my opponent didn't really try and make me have to reveal anything of my set. So Ivy Cudgel will go off, it's high crit, so maybe it'll kill. Okay, perfect. That did a lot. That did a considerable amount. And then we do outpace Incin at least, so Incin is dead. No more Intimidate, I can at least get back up to neutral, which is a really big deal. And then at this point, what I'll probably end up doing is I'll probably end up just going for... They're gonna follow me. It doesn't kill. It still doesn't kill. Okay, I think I'm switching out for sure on my Calyrex because I think realistically my play is just Preserve and get Valiant on the field with it. I think it's my only good line, really. Because they're probably specs. They're probably specs. We're actually gonna let Ogerpon go down. I think I'm gonna go for the Ivy Cudgel here into the... Actually, what's their back line? My play is actually probably to go for Power Whip, technically. Because if their 4th mon is Shifu, that's probably ideal. I'm anticipating probably a Discharge this turn, so I'm just gonna go right into my Raging Bolt. Discharge would be the safe play to just kill both mons, especially if they go for like a Protect on Farig or like a Terra Ground. So we're gonna go for this. I think it's my best option. They're gonna go for Gleam. Okay, Gleam is crazy. That's psychotic. I forgot these things sometimes run it. I hate it though. I hate it every time. But that's chill still. That's still very chill. And this is running Psychic as well. Okay, good to know. Good to know. It does kill. Okay. Well, still fine. I achieved my goal. I achieved my goal of getting the Calyrex on the field with Iron Valiant. Now I can disable at the very least, and then just go for a Glacial Lance, because they're gonna seek kill. I feel like they're definitely gonna seek kill, and that should work out pretty well. Glacial Lance will just also be a really nice attack overall, and then I can go for a Steel move on Valiant at least, and try and preserve that way, I guess, would be the best way to put it. Yeah, I think it's my best play. They might also just go for like a Psychic in the Valiant, but that's chill. Either way, Terra Steel will still help with that. My play is always to disable into the Miraidon though. I do need to lock that out of the choice move in case they're gonna go for Terra. Because then I can at least force it to swap on the next turn, which should be huge. So we'll go for Terra Steel Valiant. They're gonna probably Psychic to avoid Wide Guard at least. And then go for like Gleam in case I don't click it. I feel like that's always the play. I feel like that's always the play. They play around the Valiant, which is great. Oh no, they're going for Helping Hand. Okay, well this is amazing then. Because again, they're definitely specs. They're so specs, it's not even funny. And with this disable, we're gonna lock this out. And then I can also just go for another Lance probably in the next turn. Beautiful. Okay, Gleam is locked, and Lance is going to kill. And then we're going to have a pretty good position, actually, because the Farig is nearly dead, and on top of that, the Miraidon is completely KO'd. So this is huge, actually. This is very huge. I could probably even go for, like, an Icy Wind, depending on the Pokemon that comes in. Let me look at this really quickly. We are a fairly fast Calyrex. Depending on what comes in, I could actually very feasibly go for an Icy Wind. Thankfully, our booster, so that is huge. Let me pull up, like, damage calc real quick. More so to check speed tiers. Let's see. Okay. So Iron Hands comes in. Okay, Iron Hands is chill. I have to go for Lance, and then I have to go for a Moonblast here, because my goal should just be to kill the Iron Hands. They're gonna go for Fake Out. That's chill. Hopefully I can still like take out the Iron Hands. That is a little bit concerning of a Pokemon now. Oh, we do like half. Okay, hold on. Oh, they're going for Trick Room. Okay, good game. Good game. Good game. Very unfortunate. Yeah, I can't beat this now. For what it's worth, even if, because I went for the Terra Steel, there wasn't really a great line I had there. I'll need to, like, land protect every turn is my only way to actually beat this now. So I will go for that. Like that's my win con, but just, like, fuck. Okay, well, it is what it is. Yeah, it's not the biggest deal in the world, just definitely a little annoying. I guess that's the one issue with AV Calyrex is that, like, it's so, like not having protect is kind of a big deal. But it is what it is. Okay, so we're starting off 0-1, not a huge loss, but we will take that. Just a good game. Oh wait, shit, we took that. Well, we weren't 1v1ing Iron Hands anyway, to be completely honest, and Farig still kills anyway. I'm just shocked that we took a Drain Punch with Terra Steel. Like, I know this is bulky, but it's not that bulky. Like 250, 284 is not that bulky on Valiant, especially with the super effective Drain Punch from Iron Hands of all things. So I'm just shocked that we took it, was all. But okay, not a huge deal. We're gonna continue on to game number 2. I'm gonna hope at the very least that we can get some more progress. I would love to at least, you know, get some wins today. Obviously, that would be great. If we can make Master Ball even better, I don't know if that will happen, but we'll see. We will see for sure. Let's see. Okay, we're back to let's see. Okay. Wait a minute, track. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna go Tropicus 2. I think Tropicus 2 sounds pretty chill. Okay. Let's see. So we're fighting a mostly real team that just is Jolteon. If you told me this was Brayden, I would not be surprised. But we will have to see. Let's make this a little bit smaller. It's Danny. Okay. Super chill. Okay. So we're gonna let's see. So against a team like this, the Jolteon actually could be a little bit of a problem with Raging Bolt. I don't really like Raging Bolt here anyway, though. Outside of like just trying to, I guess, be bulky. We definitely have better monts though. I feel like my line is always going to be like Valiant on lead for sure, because barring Fluttermane, this is a really free lead for us. And then like I think in tandem with that we go with Pelipper. And I think that already gets off some nice early momentum. Terragrass or Shifu could be really good, actually. Do I want to go for that? I feel like it's a decent play. I could maybe even go for that over. Let me look at moveset real quick. Let's see. I'm gonna go with this. I feel confident in this at the very least. The Pelipper should ransack on lead, and Valiant will help a lot with that too, because realistically, against most leads, this Pelipper can just kind of do damage. So I'm gonna just go with this. I feel like this is the play. I feel like this is always the play. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Okay, good luck and fun to my opponent. I'm curious about lead. I feel very confident in Incin for sure. I feel like Incin kind of has to lead here. Rillaboom and Incin are okay, perfectly fine. Thankfully though, we're Overcloak Pelipper, so I can honestly just go for a Weather Ball right in Incineroar, kind of punish before they go for anything that will be too potent. And then I think I just go for Protect on Valiant because it revealed Booster, and I don't really want them to go for like Fake Out plus Glide or something like that. So we'll just go for the Weather Ball and Incin, I think. We could Hurricane it, Rillaboom too, but I feel like Rillaboom, there's a chance that Rillaboom technically just goes for Terra here. Especially if it's like Terra Fire, I feel like that's a really good turn to put up right now. So we're just going to punish the Instant instead. I feel like there's no way that Incineroar goes for like a defensive Terra into this team, because Terra Water Instant wouldn't really offer a lot into a Raging Bolt matchup. And then it just becomes kind of a liability. So I couldn't see my opponent doing that. I feel like there's no world where my opponent does that. Let me make sure. I just realized I don't think I unmuted. No, I did unmute. Okay, thank God. Yeah, just wanted to be sure. Okay. So, yeah, realistically, again, Rillaboom might Terra. They're definitely not... Okay, they didn't Terra Nardemon. I didn't think they would necessarily, but if Idemon was going to, it was definitely Rillaboom. They're going to go for Drum Beating. Drum Beating is psychotic. I fuck with the energy, it's just psychotic. Unfortunately, that means that... Oh, we still have Instant, thank God. So they're like a really slow Incineroar. And thankfully we kill. Perfect, Instant's dead. Okay, that was the big thing I cared about. I just didn't want Instant around because Instant causes issues for Calyrex and it forces Terra Fire when I don't know if I'm gonna want to click it. It really just depends on their backline. I feel more comfortable clicking Terra with Urshifu this game, and I... Okay. I think we're back. Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, we're back. We're back, like, rather quickly, too. Okay. I will take that. So Pelipper did die there. A little unfortunate, but it is what it is. The Y-Guard was still a huge click for us. We're bringing in Cali. We're bringing in Calyrex, Ice Rider here. And then what I think I'm going to do, we've already slowed down the Flutter Mane, which is already really, really huge for us, to be honest. So I think I'm going to go for another Icy Wind. There's not really a big reason to avoid going for that. And then I'm going to go for Glacial Lance here. Actually, what's that restricted again? Turtle. Yeah, I'm not going to go for Terra. Okay. Just wanted to verify if I was or wasn't going to go for Terra here. But Icy Wind's going to go off. We avoid Flutter Mane because, of course, we can't have nice things in this house. Super chill. Super chill. My opponent's going to go for Gleam. That's fine. I don't really need the Valiant around anymore, because I more needed it to set up this turn right here. Rillaboom getting to at least -1 is the big deal. To be fair, it would have been nice to get Flutter Mane slowed down even further, just in case they were like really bulky, but it was very unlikely we outpaced anyway. So I don't really mind taking that extra damage, and getting into a situation where it's just like Turtle versus Calyrex and Corner Pawn is a pretty good spot for me. So I will more than take that. Plus, even if they do go for like some sort of attack, I guess, like my Calyrex should be fairly healed up, thankfully. We do get the boost. We get a good amount of health, and Calyrex, we are AV too, so in this situation it's actually like, very helpful to be AV. Essentially, they're either going to go for a single target attack, or they're not going to. Oh, they're POW. They're POW last mon. Okay, POW is crazy. POW is a very crazy last mon, but this works out well. I'm going to go for a Spiky here. And I'm going to go for Terra Fire. And I'm just going to go for a high horsepower here, because it's a very easy click for me. Even if they click a dark move, it's not really going to KO. Thankfully, again, they don't have Turtle, so they don't have anything to actually like force me to not Terra here. POW I can get, to be fair. I can get the 4 they brought against this team. I just definitely would have brought Turtle, because I think single target Turtle goes like really hard care. But what do I know? What do I know? They were probably just scared of all the wide guard spam, and POW does really good into this team, to be fair. I think if anything, I would have maybe ditched Rillaboom. I can't lie. I think Rillaboom might have been the ditch, but I mean, it's not a huge deal either way. Terrifier Calyrex is going to bring us down to Sash, though. Oh, never mind, it's not Sash. So we win. Okay, solid. We get a nice win here. I'll definitely take that. I will definitely take that. Okay, so we're 1-1. 1-1 is huge. We'll get let's get another game in. Yeah, let's get another game in. Okay. I'm gonna try and switch over to another rental. Not that this one's bad. I'm not super enjoying it. So we're gonna switch over. Oh, I have a Dragapult rental I want to try. Right. Okay. Dragapult. Okay, perfect. We're gonna just switch over to that. I feel like Dragapult will be a more fun Pokemon to use. Rental teams. Borrow. Okay. Let's see. 0 D M 5 PB. And we're gonna go with this. Beautiful. Okay. We're gonna hop on and we're gonna continue. Alright, so it is Dragon Ball time now. We're gonna be using this really cool Dragon Ball team. It's pretty interesting. It's like a Calm Mind Turtle, which, you know, Calm Mind Turtle's still like kind of okay. It just hasn't been a thing in a while. We also have other things like, again, the Dragon Balt's really good. It's just a nice Sash Break. It's also just a really good Pokemon in general, in my opinion, just typing-wise. Thunderwave utility is really decent, too. It's extremely appreciated on a team like this. And not needing to worry about Incineroar with a nice Dragon Stab that we can Terra to boost, too, is really valuable. Again, just like a really cool mon. Turtle is almost always our Terra, though, because we are running Turtle. But, especially in Calm Mind, if we respect, it's a little more justifiable than not Terra, but, I mean, we're going to usually Terra late game with Turtle. Most games will probably end up bringing just, like, Comfey, Turtle, and fillers, though it's not to say we can't avoid that. Because there's definitely lines where, like, pull Instant, Rillaboom, Turtle, or, like, Ogerpon over one of those is decent. Okay, not bad. So there's no wide guard on this team. Actually, hold on. Let me double check. Because I think I actually have this team. Because I almost wanted to run this team today. I know it's on my rentals. Here we go. There's no wide guard, right? No, they do have Decorate, though. And that is a Scarf Gambit 8. Good to know. Okay. So I have 2 different Follow Me Pokemon. No wide guard, though. So we can honestly probably just go for, like... I think I just go for, like, Dragapult and Instant on lead. Because they're clearing me like Calyrex. So Instant actually probably isn't the play then. Dragapult for sure. I feel like Dragapult Comfey actually could be decent. Weirdly enough, I feel like that is a line. Actually no. No. We go with Ogerpon. I'm gonna go with Turtle. Nope. We're gonna go with Turtle, and then we're gonna go with Rillaboom. I don't really like the Comfey here a ton in hindsight. I do think the Rillaboom is a really good wall breaker this game though. So we're gonna go with Rillaboom for sure. It should harm most of this team. They only have like one good check to it. Rillaboom might also just be the Terramon that we go with in this game, to be honest. Terra Poison Rillaboom's not terrible. Stellar Terapagos isn't terrible either. It's definitely one of those two, because there's no world where I Terra the Dragapult or the Comfey. So we're actually not the Comfey, the Ogerpon. They are gonna lead off with Annihilate and Farig. Honestly, not really a big deal for me on lead. What I could do, I could just go for a Dragon Darts immediately, and then I can go for a Spiky Shield here. I could also Taunt, to be fair, but I don't really want to lose the Ogerpon just yet, and I would rather keep the Ape on the field, to be completely honest, and force it to stick out this really terrible lead for it. To be fair, they could definitely click like the Ghost move here, and Ghost move would be kind of scary, like a Shadow Claw, but I don't think they're going to Shadow Claw into my Dragapult. And if they do, they're sticking around anyway, because they're Sash. So, like, keeping that mon around, I think is going to be my best play, because the Farig is almost certainly going to go for Trick Room into a team like this. Specifically because I feel like, realistically, you're always trying to get that Trick Room advantage with Calyrex into a team like this. So we're going to Spiky Shield for sure. Dragon Darts will be some decent damage nonetheless. They are going to Final Gambit into my Ogerpon, that is chill. So they're now locked on the field, and they're going to be taking a lot more damage, which is great. I can do a lot with this actually. This really does get me some good position. Farig doesn't take a ton, but the Annihilate will take a good amount at least. Meanwhile, Farig does go for Trick Room now. And what I could do, I'm going to proceed to go for an Ivy Cudgel here. And I'm going to go for a Dragon Darts here. The Dragon Darts should be decent. Also just going for the Ivy Cudgel into the Ape, just weakening it as much as possible. They don't have great water switching on this team, thankfully. In fact, they have no water switching on the team. The water switching is Cali Ice, which is huge. That is objectively really huge for us. Meanwhile, we have already revealed they both have the Final Gambit Ape, and they also have the Farig. The Final Gambit Ape does switch out here. That's chill. They're going to go into, I think it's Calyrex? That is Calyrex. Okay, perfect. So that's going to have to take an Ivy Cudgel and half a Dragon Darts, which are both really good for us. If they don't Sash Break too, then that means that we're in a really good spot next time. They are going to Sash Break. That is still perfectly fine. I don't really mind the secondary effect from this, to be completely honest. I more just care about the damage we're going to get on this Calyrex. And we do get a crit, which is huge. I could probably go for Terra on Ogerpon pretty enough. I feel like Ogerpon Terra goes really hard here. Like, Terra Water would kill, and that's really fucking good. I don't really like the idea of... Yeah, I'm just going to sack Dragapult. I think just going for Dragon Darts here, and then just going for Terra Water and the Ivy Cudgel into Calyrex. Let me double check the Terra. The Terra Fire, yeah, this is always my play. Because there's nothing they can really do around that. And, like, I don't really need the Terra on my Ogerpon, to be completely honest. I feel like it only hurts me in this matchup. They do have CC as their coverage move on Calyrex, so it's not like the typical ground move, but I don't really mind that. Again, there's not really a world where this harms me, per se. And even like a Helping Hand here isn't going to do a lot. They would literally have to like Helping Hand CC for me to actually be like kind of scared, and even then I don't see that happening. They're going to Psychic Noise, get valid, does absolutely no damage because of the Spit F buff, and then they're going to probably Lance, which doesn't really matter anyway because now resisted. So Dragon Bolt will die from this. They're gonna get a +1, but I'm gonna get the same boost essentially that I would have gotten if I just went for a crit. So this Ivy Cudgel will definitely kill the Calyrex, and that is a really good turn for us. Calyrex will get to +1 though, so not the best. But as long as we kill, we're pretty okay. Please just kill. Please just kill. Okay, beautiful. That is a kill. Sweet. Okay. So Calyrex is dead. They have Annihilate in the back under Trick Room, which is huge. That is so huge. Really, unless their last mon is Blood Moon, like, I'm kind of okay. Like, I'm actually really okay. They're gonna go into Ursa King. Perfect, okay. So then, yeah, I think I just go for the Farig. I think I just go for Ivy Cudgel into the Farig. I could go for it into the Blood Moon, to be fair. I'm not really sure how Jarek is feeling on that, but I feel like they're gonna definitely target into my Turtle. So I'm gonna take advantage of that and just go for Ivy Cudgel into the Farig this turn. And just completely take that out. Because I would love to get into a position where I can just start firing off late game priority with the Rhythm Boom. I think that will help me out the most here. So I think that's what I'm going to go for. I think that realistically I only lose if I don't do that. So I'm just going to pray on taking out that Farig so I can get the Ursulina. So I can get the Annihilate Pow under Trick Room, because that will help me out a ton. They are going to tear here. Definitely going to be the Ursulina. There's no world where it's not Ursulina. Perfect. Okay. That is valid. Yeah, this Hyper Voice would have still done a ton, and I do like Ogerpon a bit, so I don't really want to just like let my opponent get off any damage on my Ogerpon for free. If they do Predict and they go for like a Blood Moon here, good play, for sure. I'm just hoping they don't. They're going to Psychic Noise into Turtle, perfect, so that means they're probably clicking Hyper Voice, which will still do a good chunk, but it won't kill, and that's more what I care about. Oh, they're going for the dual target. Okay, they really just want a Turtle dead. I'm not sure why, I can't tell, so I don't really see the value in a play like that, but I'll take it, because this is just free damage on the Freygraph. I'm gonna assume this kills because we're not -1 or anything. No, it doesn't. Okay, shit. Alright, well, let's still chill. How many turns of Trick Room are left, actually? I think it's just one. One turn, okay. Then with this in mind, my play is Calm Mind and Follow Me. Because I don't... They can't go for Blood Moon at the very least, which is huge. So they're gonna probably click Earth Power or Hyper Voice this turn. Oh, actually, maybe they can because they failed it. I don't think they can, though, because I'm pretty sure you can from that move. So... They're going to definitely go for Psychic Noise, for sure, because it's their best way to break. Beautiful. Okay, Psychic Noise goes off. It's not kill Ogerpon. Howdy, Alex. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. And then, yeah, so they're going to go for Hyper Voice. My Terror Shell will weaken that, and I can get a nice Calm Mind up into a really good Starstorm plus Woodhammer into that Ursulina. Ogerpon doesn't even die, actually. Okay, that's really huge. And they are Life Orb. Life Orb is great for us. Okay. So I'm just going to go for a Starstorm plus... Well, I'm going to go for Starstorm into the Ursulina. And then I'm going to go for an Ivy Cudgel into the Farigiraf. I think it's my best play here. This should do some decent damage for certain. I just don't want the Ursulina to go for like Protect as Farig goes for Trick Room because that would be bad. But as long as I can kill at least the Farig here, I'm in a position where I can pretty comfortably just put some pressure on my opponent and beat them in the endgame. They're going to go into Annihilate here. That's actually very okay. I don't really mind that. Because even if they Blood Moon one of my Pokemon, I mean, I'm still going to get off significant damage on that Annihilate. And they're going to go for Protect anyway, so this is a really bad turn for them, to be completely honest. Okay, so Ivy Cudgel is going to go off. That's going to probably not kill. Okay, yeah, it doesn't kill, but it's a considerable amount of damage. What's your favorite Pokemon type? I would guess Psychic right off the bat for no reason. No, it's not even in the top 3. It would probably be Fire. Probably Fire, but Grass and Ice are both honorable mentions there for sure. We're gonna go for Starstorm here. And then, actually no, I'm gonna go for a Protect. No, I'm gonna go for Starstorm, yeah. And then I'm gonna go for a Ivy Cudgel here. Annihilate doesn't really put up a ton of pressure into me, thankfully, because it can't really Final Gambit viably. They're there for coaching, that's chill. I just need to kill Annihilate with my Ogerpon. So this doesn't really benefit Ursulina in any way, shape, or form. It'll maybe help a little bit with Rillaboom, but I mean, at the same time, I just Starstorm it again. So I'm not really scared of that. Annihilate does die, and then even if they go for Blood Moon into either Pokemon, I'm still in a good position to where I can pretty viably win the game. Starstone will go off. It's a huge chunk right there with +1. Beautiful. Oh, we just killed. Ice is underrated? Yeah, no, I completely agree. Ice is an underrated type. I think Ice gets a lot of flack, but there's so many really cool Ice types listed. Like Glaceon is one of my favorites. Fighting type? Oh, welcome Hatsudopia. Welcome to the stream. Fighting type is really cool too. That would probably be my 4th, but I think like Fighting and Fairy are both like 4th and 5th, and like a tier below. Like if my S is Fire, Ice, and Grass, I would say Fighting and Fairy do make up my A tier. And yeah, they're gonna probably 4th here, which is chill. I'm liking this team more already. Is that my favorite Pokemon type? Oh, okay. I think you might have been talking to Hatsu. But yeah, no, my favorite type would definitely, again, probably be Fire, though. Solid, we're 2-1. 1-0 with this team, 2-1 in general. A reminder for anyone who does consider becoming a member, members will get to submit any rental they would like, and I will add it. Like, literally, I'll just skip right to that. Otherwise, though, I do have a queue of a few teams I'm going to try on stream. We can also do some viewer battles, regardless of membership or not. So if anyone does want to do a viewer battle, just let me know, and I can search for you down below. And then yeah. For now, I'll give it a second. I am gonna get some water real quick, because I'm pretty thirsty. Okay. Does this get green screen out? I'm actually curious. Does this get green screen out? It actually doesn't. I figured the teal might have been. But teal is... Shockingly, it doesn't get green screen out. I'm really surprised by that. Like, I know these are, like, blue, but like, that's a lot closer to green than these are. Snorlax is my favorite Pokemon. Well, Normal's my favorite Pokemon type. Snorlax is my favorite. That's pretty cool. I do like Normal. There's a lot of cool Normal types, to be honest. I don't think there's really a type I dislike, per se. But I would definitely say my favorite is Fire. Alright, so we got a solid win there. Still in Great Ball Purgatory, though, but it's chill. It's super chill. We're gonna get another game with this. Then yeah, again, if anyone wants to do a match after this, I'm perfectly fine with getting some more games against viewers after. But for now, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going with the Turtle team. I do have a couple other teams I do want to try at some point today. We're gonna probably try Wochi and Ogre, and then there's also a Murata and Iron Hands team I want to try. Teal's an underrated color. Teal is super cool. I love teal. Teal is great. Like a light pink is probably my favorite, but teal is up there for sure. Let's see. Here's what we're gonna get matched up against next. I'm hoping for something just to get out of Great Ball Purgatory. Can I do a team with Snorlax? I can see if we have a... I don't know if there's any Snorlax teams. I would probably need to build one. There are actually some Snorlax teams. Okay, so there are a few... holy shit, there are actually a lot of Snorlax teams. My fucking god. There are way more Snorlax teams than there have any right to be. Never mind. Twitter user. That's why there are so many of these links. There are still a couple of Snorlax teams though. I could try it again. I'm really only going with specific requests from channel members for the time being, just because I have a pretty huge queue of teams. It's been over a month since I played Reg G, so I have a few things that I'm personally looking to try. Not to say I wouldn't be against Series Snorlax in the future, but just membership would guarantee it. Otherwise though, it'll probably have to wait until next stream. I meant to say fighting should be immune to intimidate. Oh. I mean, that would be pretty cool, actually. That would be super cool. Thankfully, there's a good amount of fighting tips with the inner focus at the very least. We're fighting what looks to be Standard Cali, except for the fact that it has over Rillaboom, which would, like, really fix a lot of the team's issues. There's an Amoonguss. Not Amoonguss, Indeedee. Indeedee's still cool, though. Indeedee's still cool. Okay, so Pelipper could be a little annoying. I will need to play around that. I'll need to backline Rillaboom here for sure. I could probably go with... I feel like, so it's probably a clear like Calyrex. I think Ogerpon could actually be a good lead here. Take advantage of the Rain on lead that I'll probably go with. Like Ogerpon really, I feel like it's just a really good lead for me. I'll go with Terapagos for sure, and then I think that my last mod is probably gonna be... Actually no, hold on, wait. I'm gonna go with Dragapult, I think, instead, and I'll go with Rillaboom. And then Turtle. Can you post your controversial type list? Yeah, of course. I'm curious to see what you end up actually posting. Good luck on fun to my opponent, regardless. So, assuming that Indeedee will probably lead, I feel like Indeedee Calyrex is a decent lead for them. Just to try and get rid of my terrain, and it also just stops me from putting up takeout pressure. So I'll probably go for this. At the very least, though, I can probably just really hardline into the Calyrex and get up some decent pressure early on. Yep, Calyrex and Indeedee. Okay, perfect. Fine. Yeah, what I think I'll do, I'm just gonna go for Taunt into the... Actually, do I want to go for Taunt? I honestly kind of want to just kill Indeedee. I feel like just killing in DD turn 1 is going to be my best play for sure, because then I can probably avoid like follow me shenanigans, because I don't really want to like Phantom Force into this Calyrex just yet. Also, they might just Lance. They could easily just Lance, especially seeing that I do have a Turtle. I figured you meant Intimidate. I read it as Intimidate, don't worry. Really getting hung on connection here, though. I'm curious if my opponent's going to forfeit or if they're just going to finally match. But either way, though, very annoying to say the least. The amount of tech issues I've had today are absolutely insane. My Switch OLED dock wouldn't work. On top of that as well, my stream died, and now we're having this battle hang up. Super great. I love that for us. Tech issues today are crazy. It's the one time I stream on Wi-Fi. It's like literally the first stream on Wi-Fi that we do. And for some reason, God forbid, like I've had so many other streams on Wi-Fi on the other channel, but like God forbid, the first one on this channel, literally cannot. Yep, of course, can't get away from the tech issues. All right, well, we better not get a loss for that. If we get a loss for that, I'm gonna be so upset. I'm gonna be super upset if we get a loss for that, because it was totally my opponent. All right, we're gonna continue. It didn't give us a result. Okay, well, we'll figure out later. I'm gonna hope that it was my opponent though. I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of glad that was not a matchup I was super looking forward to fight. I could do some things around it, but it is a great matchup for sure. So kind of glad. Like, I know I was saying how, oh, you know, yeah, Calyrex in DD isn't really the best core for this team, but it's more like in terms of a general sense, because like Raging Bolt and Rillaboom were both really good picks there. But I'll take not having to fight it with this team. Okay. See, I'll do like one more game with this team, and then I'll probably switch over to one of my others, because I do have, again, I have Wochi and Ogre that I want to try. Wochi and Ogre looks super fun. Also, I just haven't used Wochi and Ogre in so long, since the team that I almost brought to NIC. But I should have brought to NIC. I think, unironically, it was so sad too, because I was looking through, I was doing like all my practice, and the team I brought, I think, was like a really bad call. But the team that I was like first trying out, I think would have been the best choice, which was so sad. Ooh, okay, this is a pretty cool team. Pretty cool team for sure. I can honestly just lead off with like Rillaboom and Dragapult. Rillaboom Dragapult goes crazy here, and then we backline with Comfey and Turtle. And that should do really well. We have a couple ways to clear through terrain, obviously, which is great because Arai is like unironically our second best damage breaker here, which is really good because we can just shut that one down. Thankfully, not having a ground type isn't going to bonus too much in this matchup because we do have both Rillaboom and also Turtle, so we could do some pretty good work here. But yeah, good luck and fun to my opponent. I'm assuming that on lead, it's probably going to be like Torn and something else. I feel like Torn is a really good pick for them on lead because it helps a lot with their slower mons. Incineroar, Raichu. Okay, Raichu and Incineroar is perfectly fine. Actually, I don't mind this. With that in mind, I think my play is definitely to just go for like Dragon Darts immediately. And then let's see, do I want to keep Rillaboom in? I feel like Rillaboom isn't a terrible piece to keep in. I don't think your list ended up sending. Yeah, I don't think your list ended up sending. Let's see, I'm gonna just U-turn. I'm gonna U-turn on Arai in case it's like Focus Sash, and I'm just gonna go for Dragon Darts turn 1. I don't really have a reason to like go for Terra to keep this mon around. Dragapult can just kind of die, and I'm okay with that. The Terra could definitely do some work, but it's not really high on my priority list. Incin will probably just have to Dark move this. I don't even think they get a Fake Out turn, which is great. Meanwhile, they're gonna have to take non-dropped Dragon Darts on Incin, which is really good because they typically don't invest in BizDef because they're banking off Intimidate. The ones that do typically are more like for really Kali Ice Weak teams though, so like this one maybe would do it. Yeah, they're gonna definitely go for Dark move. Okay, and also that took nothing. Holy. That's like a really bulky instant. I know to be fair, we're not super invested, but like, holy. Thankfully though, we do get this pretty weak. U-turn's gonna go off. I'm just gonna bring in my Turtle, because they're definitely objectively not targeting my, actually I'm gonna bring in Comfey. Because Comfey can just maul the Arai, and I can just get a nice dual target into probably more Rhydon when they parting shot, or if they go for knockoff, that's good too. They're gonna knock off my Pult, beautiful. Okay, solid. So I get a nice, nice 2-hit into the Incin here, which is great. And then I can just go for Draining Kiss into Arai, that will definitely kill. So I'm already really huge on that. Shout out to Smart Targeting. Yeah, we'll just go for the Dragon Darts. 2 Dragon Darts. We'll still do some good amount to Incin at the very least. I will probably bring it down to around half. Ooh, they're switching here. That's perfect. That is so perfect. Don't go into tank. Miraidon. Okay, beautiful. Oh, that is so good. Oh, that is so good because we're going to get off that nice priority hit. And I'm assuming they're picking off the, they're going to try and pick off the Dragapult with that, Fried Shield. Thankfully, though, I'm not letting them. I'm absolutely not letting them do that because that mon could have been very terrifying very quickly. That's kind of a fuck around and find out type of mon, and I'm not letting that happen. So Miraidon is going to just barely survive. It seems like every team, well, everything on this team is like calced for, never mind, that was the same. I was going to say everything on this team is calced for Dragapult for some reason, but it is not. That is still fine. Pancake Crap barely lives. It did not survive the Draining Kiss, thankfully, so we're super sad. No, I still didn't end up seeing it, Alex. I'm not sure why it's not getting sent. Might be over message limit. I would say, try cutting it in half and seeing, because my guess is it might just be over the character limit. We're gonna go for Floral Healing. Actually, there's no reason to. I'm just gonna go for Draining Kiss into the Incin. And then I'm just gonna go for Phantom Force into the Tinkaton and just get my damage off. Battle was cancelled. Okay, perfect. Sweet. Very free win. Okay, so solid. Yeah, I mean, honestly, team's fun. Team's very fun. I do like it a lot. I'm just gonna switch just to try some other stuff because I'm only gonna be live another hour. It's not, well, for some reason it's just not sending. I'm not really sure why. Like, I don't even have it in like my approval either. Cause like I could check for just to verify. I mean, live chat, yeah, and then community moderation. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything is happening there. Dumb question, right? Moderation activity. Okay, yeah. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Yeah, for some reason it's just not showing. We're gonna switch teams real quick. Rentals. Alright, beautiful. We're gonna switch over. I do have the Woshi and Ogre team I want to try next. Yeah, because unless any members are in chat who want a specific team up, we're gonna do Woshi and Ogre. If someone does though, then just let me know and I will switch over to that. But otherwise, actually, do I want to do Overquill? I feel like Overquill's funnier, but like I'm a huge Woshi and Ogre fan. I feel like Overquill's funnier. Let me compare. Let me compare and contrast. Both are cool teams. One of them does have an instant on that though, and it's a little lame, but like it also is Wo-Chien, which like Wo-Chien's vibes. It does have a Volcarona too. I forgot this team in Volcarona. Let's see. We're going with Wo-Chien because Wo-Chien is on the thumbnail and Overquill is not, so we're gonna go with Wo-Chien. That's the deciding factor here. That's all it takes, really. It's all it takes. Is I have not used a mon on the thumbnail yet. It has been an hour into the stream, and I planned the stream around using this team, and then I found other teams I wanted to use first. So we're gonna go with this. Let's see. So YT, F. Nope, not F. Not G. F and G7. Beautiful. Okay, sweet. We're gonna go with this. Okay. Solid, solid, solid. And we're gonna get some good ranked in. We got a nice win there. Beautiful. Okay. We're going to Wo-Chien Ogre. Alright. This is a cool team. This was a Justin Tang team. I believe that I know Moxie was also using this. Or at least something like very similar to it. I don't know if it's like the literal same team. Oh, sorry, this wasn't Justin Tang. This is Tang Shiliang. Yeah, again, I'm pretty confident that Moxie also used a team like this at NASC. I know he used Wo-Chien Ogre, and it was like pretty similar. He was telling me about like how the Wo-Chien was like creeping, so we can go for Pollen Puff. Let me verify real quick, because that's an important speed tier to note as well. 113, and then this should be 114, right? Yeah, 114. Okay. So this is the team. This is definitely a team because I know for a fact that was exactly the logic he used. I need to backline Kyogre. Because we don't have manual rain on anything. Jugulus is like a really good lead here, actually. Jugulus got kind of stomped on this. I feel like Jugulus and... I feel like Jugulus or Shifu is pretty good here. Do I want to actually go with their Shifu? No, I don't know if I do. I feel like Jugulus Instant is actually my lead. I could Parting Shot. We'll bring in Wo-Chien for sure. I do like the idea of going with Wo-Chien. Wo-Chien just does a lot against most of this team, and it's a pretty decent Terramon too with Terra Poison. I know they were fighting Psy Spam, but like they're not gonna click Psychic move. There we go. I can see this list. Okay, beautiful. All right, normal, Ghost, Fairy, Fire, Grass, Steel, Water, Ground, Dragon, Bug, Electric, Flying, Ice, Fighting, Rock, Poison, Dark, Psychic. Damn, Psychic's your last type. I can't lie, I did not expect to see Psychic that low, considering you said that it was, considering it was the type you opened up on. That's crazy. That's crazy. No, that's really funny, actually. I can't lie. But yeah, we're fighting Psy Spam now immediately. Biggest concern would be, I guess, Wide-Guard Gallade. That's not a huge deal. I think this might just be the team. Cause I can see it. Let me double check real quick. This has. Let me see. Is there another version of this that has like exact 6? No, okay, that isn't. But is this running Wide Guard though? Are these running Wide Guard? They do. Okay. I don't really need to click Snarl anyway. I'm just gonna click. I'm gonna click Hurricane and the Gallade, and then I'm gonna click Parting Shot here. Actually, no, I'm gonna click Knockoff here into the. Do I agree with your list? I mean, I definitely don't agree with the list. I mean, I said that Fire was my favorite typing. I said that Fire was my favorite, so like it obviously wouldn't be the list I'd agree with. It's not a bad list, but like I don't really have a ton of stake in the game as far as like a favorite type goes. But like it's definitely like I wouldn't say I agree with the list. I already told you my favorite 3. I don't think I have like verbatim my whole 18 up, but like definitely I wouldn't say that that would be like the full list. Is all. Okay. Let's see. So I'm gonna click Hurricane again, because I think realistically again they're either gonna click Trick Room or they're not gonna click Trick Room, and I'm fine either way. I do just kind of want the Gallade dead, and then I'm gonna click Water Spout here, because again they're either clicking Wide Guard or they're not clicking Wide Guard, and I'm very fine with that. They're gonna Terra. Terra's cool. I'm curious if it's like Terra Grass. I feel like Terra Grass isn't a bad click, especially if they're not gonna click Wide Guard. They're gonna be Terra Psychic. Okay, so they're definitely into that Psycho. Yeah, there's no other reason to click that other than I guess survivability. Is happy that Fire's high. Yeah, I'm happy that Fire's high. I would say that's at least cool. They're clicking Follow Me here, so they're not clicking Wide Guard at least, which means this is a single target Water Spout they're about to have to take, which I'm very okay with that. Hurricane does kill Indeedee, which is beautiful, and then yeah, Water Spout should go off. This is gonna deal a ton of damage. That Gallade is so dead. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely bringing in Torkoal next. Probably like Torkoal. Honestly, I feel like they might have just been Shell Wings. They have to have brought Torkoal though. It's into Kyogre. There's no way they did not bring Torkoal. Okay. So I'm curious. Torkoal Sleepy. Yep. Okay. Okay. And then what's the other mon though? I'm gonna have to switch out to Kyogre either way. Necrozma. Okay. Most people say that water's the favorite type. Really? I don't know if I wouldn't be, not to say that I'm surprised, I don't think I've ever heard people say that water's their favorite type as well. Just personally speaking. I think I actually need to commit. I just need to go for a Spout. I know it's gonna be weaker, but like I do need to kind of kill the Torkoal. They're gonna go for Protect. Protect is fine. That's fine. If they're gonna go for Trick Room, they're at least taking a Super Effective Snarl, and they're also taking a Water Spout, which, despite being weakened, will still be fairly good because we're at full health. Yeah, I mean, it's decent damage right there. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, so now switching into Wo-Chien is at least a bit more viable at this point. Unfortunately, they did a good job at preserving health on Torkoal, so it's not the best situation to be in. Oh, they're going for Meteor Beam. Okay, I'm actually very okay with Meteor Beam. That's actually a much better spot to be in. Because even if they're gonna go for that into the Jugulus and they do kill a Jugulus, which is a little unfortunate, but even if they do, I still have Wo-Chien, which Wo-Chien will still cook. Beautiful, okay. That's totally fair. I'm just shocked to hear that water is like the main type. Not to say that I disagree, it's just more like, well, not to say that I don't get it, I should say. It's just more I'm shocked to hear. Though I guess I don't know what I would have expected the answer to be completely honest. Let's see. We're gonna go for Terra Poison just to help this mon survive a bit. We're gonna go for Pollen Puff, and then I'm gonna go for another Water Spout here. Again, just for damage, really. Just for damage. I'm curious about if they're gonna Terra. Oh no, they already Terra'd, right? Okay, sweet. So yeah, I get a nice Terra Poison on my Wo-Chien, which should outpace. It should be the fastest mon on the field because we know that the Necrozma was slower than Kyogre. So then at least Wo-Chien is definitively, because even if that's a speed type with Kyogre, at least Wo-Chien will guarantee outpace, which is objectively huge. And then Pollen Puff will go off, but that's some decent damage at least. Yeah, that's not terrible. And then Water Spout will still do a considerable amount to Necrozma. It doesn't kill, but that's fine. We weaken Torkoal significantly, so I'm very okay with that. Moongeist is going to go off here, definitely into Kyogre, which isn't the best, but it's not the worst either. Oh, that did nothing. Oh, shout out to AV Ogre. Also, just shout out to Necrozma being neutral because it's Snarl. That also helped. And then, yeah, thankfully, because of the Water Spout. What do I think about normal Snorlax? Snorlax is a really cool normal type. I don't know if it's my favorite. I'm trying to think. It's high on the list for sure. I do like Snorlax a lot. I'm trying to think of what my favorite normal type would be. I mean, Mousehold's really cool. I do like Mouse a lot, but I don't know if I'd say like it more or less. Indeedee really cool. I like Indeedee a lot. Really just competitor bias there though. Kang is really cool. I do like Kang, but I wouldn't say it's higher. I might pull up a list of normal types real quick, because Snorlax might be really high on that list. I don't know like where it would rank, but Snorlax is definitely high on the list for sure. Normal. Turtle's really high. I do like Turtle a lot. Turtle's just very cool. Scrolling through. Arboliva is really cool. I do like Arboliva a lot. I think I have my answer actually. Really out of left field pick, but I'm just double checking. Oh, you know what? No, I actually know my favorite. I know my favorite normal type. Completely forgot because it's not in the game. And I was thinking only like in an in-game for Scarlet Violet sense, it would be Pikipek. Super big fan of Pikipek. Just really cool LC Mon, and got a lot of fun out of that in Gen 7. As far as generally though, my favorite will be Spinda. Spinda's super cool. Snorlax no, I wouldn't say Snorlax in my top 30, but it'd probably be in my top 100 for sure. But I definitely do. I would say Pikipek is my favorite normal, and then Spinda would be after that. Snorlax might make my top 5. After that, it would be like Spinda. It'd be Spinda, Castform, then Dunsparce, then Pikipek, then Dunsparce, then Kang and Snorlax. I would say is probably the order, like to get to Snorlax. That is. If I had to pick, that would probably be like roughly how we get to Snorlax from number 1. So it'd still be top 10 normal for sure. It's a cool mon. I do like Snorlax a lot. Pikipek is underrated. Yeah, Pikipek's just such a cool bird. As far as like favorite fully evolved regional bird, I'd probably say it's like Talonflame or Raptor. But Pikipek is my favorite just regional bird in general. But again, it's just nostalgia really. Ooh, we're fighting Mono Flying. Speaking of birds, it's actually really funny timing. We're fighting Mono Flying. Really cool team actually. I do like the team a lot. Well, we're gonna have to lead off with Juggy. I feel like the lead is always Juggy Incin, for sure. We go with Ogre backline because I do kind of want the Ray Dead first. What's the moveset on this again? We don't have Ice Spinner. Fuck. Okay, I mean this might still come. Yeah, we're still playing this. I don't like Wo-Chien at all this game. It's not terrible for like attack mitigation, but other than that, I mean it's just mauled by a lot of these Pokemon, so I'm not huge on it. And I'm not burning a Terra just to keep them on alive either because Lindo still mauls it. And I would much prefer, I think, the other 4. I mean, Urshifu just does a lot of damage. They don't have a great check, thankfully, like defensively speaking. Let's see. Okay. So Thundurus and Tornadus. Okay, Thundurus Tornadus is actually very fine. I don't really mind this lead at all. I'm just gonna fake out into the Thundurus, and I'm gonna go for a Tailwind. Do I like Klefki and Aegislash? Yeah, I like Klefki and Aegislash. Klefki holds a special place because it was one of the first Pokemon I did VGC tours with, and it was always really funny to attack people out with it. And then, I mean, Aegislash is just a cool mon. We're gonna fake it into Thundy, and we're gonna go for Tailwind here. They're gonna definitely match my Tailwind for sure, which is chill. I don't really mind that. I just need Thundurus to not kill my Tailwind setter immediately, because they'll have the speed advantage for a bit. But now I can at least go for a Snarl, which Snarl should be decent. Perfect. Okay, so we've ruled out Covert Cloak at least. Not to say that we can't. Well, we know it's not Clear Amulet either because it took Intimidate from Incin, so it's also very chill. So I'm just gonna go for a Snarl here. And then I'm just going to go for our Parting Shot here into the Thundurus and just weaken that down as much as possible. My Terramon will probably have to be Ogre, which kind of sucks, but like it's still gonna have to be Ogre. But it's chill, it's chill. We can just make it as sweet as possible. They'll definitely kill my Jungulus, which is cool. That means I just bring an instant again, and then I get another free fake out as I go for the just. Oh, they're gonna switch out Torn. Oh, switching out Torn is huge here. That's actually a very huge play for me. They're gonna bring in Landers. Okay, Landers is chill. I don't really mind because I'm parting shotting, so that's actually very fine. Might change my plan, but at the very least, I mean, it's still a decent play for us nonetheless. And Snarl will still weaken this, and it's considerable damage too. We've already brought Thunderous down to like just about half. They're gonna go for Wild Bolt, super cool. They actually don't even kill. That's insane. Clefky's first fairy type you saw and you loved it. Clefky's a cool fairy type for sure. My favorite fairy type is definitely Diancie, but it's a cool fairy type nonetheless. Morning Zeke, how are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Let's see, we're gonna go into Urshifu here for sure. Urshifu might have to be my Terramon actually. Urshifu could be a really good Terramon. I'm gonna go for another Snarl. But I think I'm gonna go for the Terra Ghost. And I'm gonna Surgeon Strike Stelando. We're just gonna kill Landorus. I don't get a lot from going for Terra Gross and Kyogre against Mono Flying. And Instant's not a terrible Terra pick. But like, I wouldn't say I love the idea of Terra Instant either here. Just in general, it just doesn't do a lot. You like your Keyring? Keyring is cool. Keyring is definitely very cool. It's a cool mon. Zeke, you came in at just the perfect time. We're using Wo-Chien right now. I know it's like your favorite Pokemon of all time. Totally. I know it's definitely like your huge Wo-Chien fan right there. So I had to use it for you. What are they gonna switch into? Rayquaza. Okay, so then we've revealed the 4. I mean, this was definitely always the 4, if we're gonna be completely honest. But we have revealed the 4 nonetheless. Now, Ray is a little bit tricky, because until Ray Terras is actually a very bad field position to be in. It's still workable. I can actually probably just go for Hurricane competently, and then go for a switch into Instant. But, yeah, not the best spot to be in. We've at least killed the Landorus, though, for sure this turn, because, like, Lando dies. Like, definitively Lando dies. So we can kill that. Shout out to Snail Div. Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Snail Div. Shout out to Snail Div. Wo-Chien did not come to this particular game, because we're fighting Mono Flying. So even if I went for Terra Poison, like, Wo-Chien's not doing shit. But yeah, like, Wo-Chien did some decent work in the other game, actually. It was decent for putting pressure on Torkoal plus Nico's Glitch by keeping Ogre healthy. And there will be other games that Wo-Chien definitely does some decent work in. We'll probably do like one more after this, and then we'll go to Iron Hands and Miraidon as our final team. Because I mean, Iron Hands it's just a base spawn. Thankfully, whatever mon they bring in, they're slower than both these picks, so their best play is like E-Speed Ray, which can't pressure my Urshifu. So like we're super chill here, super chill. They're gonna bring in this. Okay, perfect. So yeah, I just go for Snarl here. And then we're gonna go for Surgeon Strikes into the Ray, just in case they Terra Normal. Because if they Terra Normal, they're gonna definitely try and kill Juggy. Oh, this should not Terra. Oh, they don't even kill. That's so weak. What a weak Pokemon. No wonder this thing gets like no usage. And then yeah, the Surgeon Strikes will be some decent damage. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, that's not terrible. For a resisted hit, like, this is not terrible damage by any means. We just need to open up the field is all. And then, if they go for Wild Bolt, they're going to probably kill both Pokemon, but it's chill. Oh, actually, no, they're not going to kill both. Oh, they're going to go for Dark Pulse. Okay, Dark Pulse is insane. That's an insane person click only. Thankfully, Tailwind's peeked out on both ends. They do have Torn, though, to be fair, but it's still fine. I'll go for Protect, just because I'm assuming that's probably, like, Amulet Ray. I'll go for Surgeon Strikes into the Thundy. I would like to lock Ray onto the field if possible, in case it is banded, but I don't think it is. I think it's probably Amulet. And at the very least, I can go for, I can go into Instant afterward and scout for that. What's the best way to get Feathers? For Feathers, honestly, I don't even know if I'd say I'd recommend getting Feathers, to be honest. I feel like Feathers, I mean, you just find them on the ground, unfortunately. Like, they're very random to get. Actually, can you buy Feathers? I don't know if you can. I actually forget. It's been too long since I've gotten a team. Scarlet. Yeah, it's been way too long since I've gotten a team. Yeah, it looks like you can get it from Terra Raid. I know that there are drops on the ground as well. Can you buy Feathers, though? I forget if you can buy Feathers. I know some games you can. I'm just forgetting Scarlet and Violet. It's saying the lake is a good option. Yeah, Port Miranda auctions. Yeah, okay. That sounds about right, yeah. So you can get my options, Terra Raid. Terra Raid's probably your best bet, to be honest. I know Terra Raid's it's really common for. Okay, we're gonna go for Snarl here. And I'm gonna go for Surgic Strikes here. I'm just gonna claim whatever kill I can get, to be honest, because I can go for Fake Out Ray plus Water Spout in the next turn, and that's chill. They're gonna E-Speed, that's perfectly fine. If Tor goes for an attack, then it will die before it goes for one. If it goes for Tailwind, that's fine, because I'll have Kyogre on the field. Well, I'll have Instant on the field, actually. And Instant plus Urshifu gets me some decent position. Okay, perfect. So, we've now killed Torn. It is just down to Thundurus and Ray. For Mono Flying, it's doing decent work into this team. I'll give it that. I have not needed Ogre yet, though, but, like, it's still decent work nonetheless, because I do need that Thundy gone. If it is Clear Millet Ray, then we will find out right away, and that just means that I need to go for an immediate Fake Out into the Ray spot. If it does take Intimidate, though, then it's definitely banded, in my opinion. I would assume it is banded. Clear Millet. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I Fake Out into the Ray immediately. Actually, ooh, I don't know if I like that play. I'm gonna actually knock off into Thundy. And I'm gonna go for Surgic Strikes into Thundy. I just need Thundy to die. That's the big thing. They're gonna probably go for like a Wild Bolt here though, like Wild Bolt plus Ascent. I feel like it's the play in like every sense, because they do have Tailwind up. So they're definitely not going for E-Speed though. There's like no world to go for E-Speed here. I just need Thundy to die, really, is the big thing. So as long as Thundy dies, I'm kind of okay. If they're Terra Flying and they go for like Ascent here, that's really bad. That actually probably wins them the game, to be honest. They're gonna go Protect. Ooh, okay. Well, thankfully, as long as they don't kill Urshifu this turn with that Rayquaza, we're set. Oh, they are gonna go for Urshifu. Shit. Okay, that's really bad. Okay. Kinda wish I could go for the Ray, because at least then I could put some decent pressure. Damn. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Good play. Got a nap. Thank you for at least checking in, Zeke. Have a good rest of your nap. Oh yeah, also make sure to like the stream, right? Duh. Forgot about that. I literally don't think I plugged it all stream. I think I plugged memberships for rental codes if someone wants to submit twice, but I have not plugged like. Howdy Eduardo, how are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, okay, so we're in a bit of a pickle. Airlock should still take effect over this. Let's see, I'm gonna go for, ooh, yeah, that Wild Bolt is very pressuring now. I'm gonna go for a knockoff into that. And I'm gonna go for like Ice Beam into Ray. Actually, I'm gonna go for Ice Beam into Thundy. Because Ray might go for Protect, I guess. I feel like Ray, if anything, just goes for Terra here, though. I feel like it's just Terra Flying Ray goes for Ascent, and then they go for Wild Bolt, and they just try and claim their kills. I do need the Thundurus dead, though. Thundurus is definitely the greater threat here. Despite what the Rayquaza might want you to think, the Wild Bolt is what's like really terrifying at this point. Even if it might not kill Ogre because of the AV, it's still just a lot more threatening. They're gonna Terra Ray. Okay, you're fine. They're Terra Normal. Okay. Terra Normal's chill because it's not boosting Ascent, and they might not actually kill Instant now. Depends. It depends on what they click, but they might not kill Instant, which is great. Extreme Speed. Okay, perfect. So they're probably actually clicking Ogre, which is very chill, actually. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. So they will kill with Wild Bolt now, but I'm fine with that. I'm actually very fine with that. Shout out to Ray. Shout out to Ray for fucking up that right there. If it was not for Rayquaza, my goat, we would have probably ended up getting hit on Instant. Why Incineroar had knockoff instead of a special move? Because Incineroar has a much higher attack stat, and knockoff is also just like the best utility move in the game. There's actually never a reason to not run knockoff, to be completely honest. If you have a Pokemon that can learn knockoff and it gets it for stab, you should like always be running knockoff. Because knockoff, like, the ability to remove an item is just so good. The only real downside, technically speaking, is the Intimidate Mirrors and the... Like, it's literally only Intimidate Mirrors and, like, things like Wochien. But other than those, like, there's really no reason to not use Knockoff. And even then, the value of Knockoff is a lot higher than something like Dark Pulse when the attack difference is so high in Instant. Because you'll typically do more damage unless you get to, like, -2 or 3 attack. And then, like, your best special Dark moves would be, like, Dark Pulse, which Instant doesn't really like. Snarl's not bad, though. Snarl is definitely good. Lariat's still physical, though. But Lariat is still good. Lariat is still definitely good. I just think Knockoff is like the clear best option. Also, this isn't even my team. This is just a rental. This is TS Tang's team. It's a really fucking good team. It's made like top 8 at NASC, and I fully expect if Ogre makes it to Worlds at like a really high fashion, it will be something like this. This is like the fully optimized version of it, I would say, with maybe like some spread differences. I think Wochien will be on it, to be completely honest. I think Wochien is a phenomenal partner for Kyogre. I think if anything, maybe we see Grim dropped. but I don't even know for what, because I think triple dark here is just like quadruple dark here. Holy shit, it's quadruple dark, I just realized. I mean, honestly, it's like really good for Calyrexes. Yeah, no, the knockoff for item removal is it's just so good. Like, a lot of things are very clear amulet dependent, which means that Incineroar shuffling around later on is a lot more viable. Also just things going for things like Citrus Berry. It's not great for the seed meta, because there's a pretty high seed meta right now, with like Psychic Seed and E-Seed being really good. But like, for anything that's not those, knockoff is really good. You know that Raichu actually won the World Championships? Yeah, I did. I actually covered it in a short. Raichu's pretty cool World Champion winner. There's a lot of really cool World Champion winners. After this game, I'm actually tier, oh, you know what? Right. Did want to go through that. Right, I forgot. Okay, well, actually, after this was like one Iron Hands game, just so I could say I did it. World Champion tier list. I think it should be here. I think I have a version of this. Do I have it? Oh, mythicals. Why is this not in like good order? My goodness. Okay, like it's chill. It's chill. We're gonna just go for it. We're gonna pick our lead real quick. I do need Miraidon for sure. I think I like Miraidon and Miraidon or Sheep is a pretty good lead, I can't lie. We'll go with Kyogre and then like Wo-Chan in the back. I think that's my play. Grim isn't terrible. Actually, let me double check. Does Grim have Misty Terrain? I forgot to check that. Does not have Misty Terrain. Yeah, I don't bring this on. Let's see. Okay. VGC World Championship teams. I'm gonna try and find that in the meantime while we're playing this. They're gonna go with Whimsicott and Miraidon on lead. Very shocking lead right there. So surprised by this. Let's see. I think I have to go for Protect immediately. And then just go for like a CC and just hope that it kills. I don't think it will. Let's see. Let's see. Tailwind blows, and of course they're gonna be Gleam. Of course, the one thing. God damn it. Okay, we fought it twice in the ladder, but I know it's not like the ideal Terra type for it. Trying to make a Glaceon team. What you spread? Ooh, Glaceon is really cool. Glaceon, I would definitely recommend like some sort of Specs spread for sure. Specs is definitely the play with that one. You're definitely gonna go with like a Blizzard, Freeze Dry, Terra Blast, and like probably Water Pulse. Your Terra typing is probably Ground. You can make that work for sure. I definitely go with Specs though. Just make it like really slow. Throw it on the Tricking team with like a Bomb Snow, because at that point you would probably want to bank on a Bomb Snow because it's better for Tricker mode, and you could probably cook. Like it's like a Bomb Snow with like Terra Water, Focus Sash. You go with like Calyrex Ice and then Glaceon, and then just find fillers for the matchups that Ice is bad against. Things like Incin, Blood Moon, stuff like that. And it could definitely do some work. Forward over style here. I think I just go for Leech. I just need to slowly stall this down, which is so unfortunate. Terra Fairy like really cooks this team. Because even if I have the Grim, right, I just don't have a line because I don't have a terrain remover is the issue. Actually, hold on. Oh, never mind. Wait, I'm dumb. This has everything. Okay, sweet. I don't know why I questioned. Okay. Yeah, we're good. I can do that. Snowcloak, Bright Powder. Snowcloak, Bright Powder isn't terrible either. I just think that you probably go with Specs because the Glaceon's like actually a not terrible wall breaker in this meta. And I think that you try and bank on that instead. Because Ice typing is just really good in the format. And like with Terra Ground, you also get an immunity to Miraidon, which is cool. Although there are other Terra typings you could go with, like Terra Terra Grass isn't terrible either. I just don't think it offers a lot of good coverage. And again, like Free Sharp Blizzard, you can even just go with like over Water Pulse like Ice Beam. I just think that I appreciate having the coverage outside of Terra matchups. And Water Pulse is still decent for things like Instant, for example. Chilling Water's not bad either, to be fair. We're gonna go for Terra Grass. We're just gonna go for Water Spout. And then I'm just gonna go for Pollen Puff into the Kyogre, because we are faster and that helps get a bit of recovery, especially because this is going for Gleam and not like a good move. So it will do real damage despite me going for Terra. I just more want to go for Terra as a safety net in case if they go for... I guess Sleep Powder is one thing, to be fair, but it's also more for, like, if they're not choice locked for whatever reason. I'm not really fucking around with that. Gleam will still do considerable damage, but it's not unworkable. Ooh, never mind. Wochian just died. Damn. Fuck Miraidon. Moonblast is gonna go off here. That's unfortunate. I think we die. No, we take, like, nothing. Okay. Can Water Spout at least kill this? Oh my god, we do like nothing. Okay, fuck, I need to go for... Why is this so bulky? Can we talk about that? Like, this mon is so obnoxiously bulky for like zero reason. I know the screen's up, like, my god. Yeah, this is so unwinnable. Okay, yeah, we're gonna... Oh, they're gonna let me switch. Great. Okay, sweet. How generous, how generous. Let me move the fraud mons, or the mons that don't count, I guess, for what we're doing today. Really quickly. Okay. So you go to the end, you go to the end, you go to the end. You go to the end. There's like one that Martin. Oh, I'm so forfeiting. Let's see. Yeah, we're forfeiting. We're super forfeiting. We're gonna go to tier maker real quick, take a break before I get the Iron Hands games in before 2 o'clock. Because I did want to tier something. Has image. Zapdos wasn't on here, right? Yeah, Zapdos wasn't on. Sweet, okay. Knew there was one more Fraudmon. Okay, sweet. Alright. Beautiful. Okay. So we're gonna switch over really quickly. I find Wochian an interesting pick since it gets outclassed. It's grass type, definitely has uses. So I think that personally, Wochian is actually like a really, really good partner for Kyogre as a nice Pollen Puff Bond. I tried AV for a bit, and I think that team still did really well, but objectively, I think that the team that TS Tang and Moxie were working on, like that team is objectively the better call. With like Leech, Pollen Puff, Ruination, Protect, with Terra Poison, because it helps a lot with different fairy type coverage that you would typically run to kill Wochian. So a lot of fighting to counter plays isn't going to do a ton anyway. Also, Poison is just a good U-turn resist, which is great. And it's a decent pick. On this team in particular, it's actually creeping Kyogre, so you can Pollen Puff it faster for Water Spout damage. And then in the Trick Room matchup, I mean, you're on-pricing most things in Trick Room anyway, and you typically are trying to avoid Trick Room because you're Tailwind. And it does a lot of work. I think it actually is a good pick, in my opinion. Let me double check really quickly. Yep, that's the wrong form. This should be... Nope, it was this one. Okay, sweet. Let me go to Pokemon 2. That's perfect. Okay, right. So what we're going to do here, we're going to do S, A, B, C, D. We're going to also add an F row at the bottom. And essentially the goal of what we're going to do right now is we're going to tier through all of the Pokemon that have won Worlds at any point or another. And we're going to try and figure out which one of these is the best. Because that sounds like fun. Oh, actually, hold on. I'm going to add another thing. Not Worlds winner. Because there are a few of these. There are some Pokemon listed right off the bat that I'll go through. I think it was like some sort of... Essentially, Urshifu's on here. I don't know why Urshifu single's on here. But the rest of these are on here. There was some sort of like... I think it was like a stadium tournament or something. It wasn't like literal Worlds though, so I'm not including them. Because it's a very different discussion to be had. Like anything else is on here is like technically Worlds. So we're gonna go with those. Oh, also I need a category for Pokemon not in the game. So I'll probably make this like cute, and then we'll make this the dark blue. There we go. Not in game. Cottonee won a major regional to not win Worlds though. Start off the bat, we also do need to go through Pokemon that are not in the game. I don't know which of these are not in the game. Oh, right, Tapus. We start off with Tapus, immediately not in the game. Escavalier is not in the game. Megas are not in the game. Any Mega can automatically go in there. We have a bunch of Megas to go through, actually. Let me put these all in not in the game. Landis Raju hit on top talents. Alolan Marowak is not in the game. That's a real shame that Alolan Marowak is not in the game. That could have actually been like a decent Terra Fairy-mon in this format. Yeah, Gottany, it was an international or a regional, I forget which, but it was definitely a high-profile tournament. Boyd won it. Ultra Beasts are not in the game, so we can remove you and you. I think I might have actually skipped an Ultra Beast. No, I didn't. Okay, sweet. Go to Sakataka is not in the game. I think that might be it, actually. I think everything else, yeah, everything else is up for contention. Okay, sweet. So, these are all essentially, we're going to go through, this tier list that I'm doing right now is for the likelihood to win Worlds this year, in my opinion. Only off of World Champion Pokemon. I'm specifically going off of repeat offenders. We can immediately, we don't even need to discuss it. That should just be unsaid. Like, that's, I think arguably I need to justify more why the Pokemon that are tiered in not in the game are not in the game than I need to justify Incineroar having an S tier chance at winning Worlds. That's what we're going for right there. If it's not Incineroar good, then it's not up for discussion. There are some other S tiers, to say the least, though, that we will get into for likelihood of winning Worlds. But they at least require some discussion. Incineroar doesn't. It has won every Worlds that has been legal for with Intimidate. That mon is winning Worlds. It's not up for debate. It's 3 for 3 since getting Intimidate. Like, that mon is winning Worlds. With that said, though, I think anything else has an actual nuanced discussion behind it. And we can, like, justify chances. So S tier is, like, I think that mon is, like, on the Worlds winning team. A tier is, I think it makes a very strong, at minimum, it's top cut. B tier, I would say, is day 2 guaranteed. C tier, I think, is at minimum, I would say C tier is these Pokemon at least could show up in day 2, but they're not guaranteed. D tier is, I think these Pokemon will make it to Worlds, but they're not going to day 2 definitively. And the F tier is I don't even think these Pokemon will make it on a single team at Worlds. So with that said, Gothitelle. Gothitelle is a pretty interesting pick. I actually think Gothitelle has, like, weird viability. I think it's viable in this format. I think on top of that as well, Gothitelle always finds a way onto someone's team. I would say Gothitelle is a guaranteed day 2 team. So we're going to put it in C tier. Hydreigon is not making it to Worlds. Conkeldurr is not making it to Worlds. I don't think I need to explain these. Garchomp could make it to Worlds. It's guaranteed not day 2. Typing alone, I think, actually does justify it in this format. It is a pretty fast Dragon and Ground type. We do not have a lot of good Ground types. Garchomp, weirdly enough, could be kind of viable as like a Miraidon check, and you can put up some decent 50-50s with like Terra Fairy. I won't act like it's the best pick. It's also a not terrible Rapid Food check if we're going to be completely honest. But like, at best, it is a guarantee not making day 2. I think it's at least still more meritful right now than like Hydreigon and Conkeldurr, which just have nothing they offer right now. Amoonguss is an S tier. Amoonguss is probably on the World's winning team. I actually think that Amoonguss is probably as guaranteed as Incineroar. I think it's a very good pick right now. It's the best redirector by far. It is the best support Pokemon, I would argue, besides Farigiraf. On top of that as well, Amoonguss just has a really good typing, and it's a really consistent Pokemon. Like, this thing is always just a good pick. If I had to bet money on Amoonguss making it on the World's winning team, I think I'd be pretty safe. I don't think it's a guarantee, but I do think I'm pretty safe here. As there's a lot of comps that, like, really do need Amoonguss on it. Not everything. I think if Amoonguss didn't win Worlds, I wouldn't exactly say, like, oh, damn, I'm really surprised by that. But if Amoonguss won Worlds, I would not be surprised by that either. Heatran, Heatran's kind of mid right now, but there's certain things I can kind of check. Like this thing could technically with Terra be, like, a check too. Never mind, this thing doesn't have merit right now. I'm gonna be honest. Smeargle. Smeargle's a guaranteed day 2 pick. I think Smeargle's a guaranteed day 2 pick. I think it is definitely a much more likely option than Gothitelle, where Gothitelle is a probable day 2. I think Smeargle is a guaranteed day 2. Someone will run, like, something with Wide Guard, Decorate, Spore, Fake Out. Like, there's a lot of utility gets. Smeargle not making day 2 would be a crime. Even in an Urshifu Rapid meta, I think that'd be a crime. Snorlax, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Snorlax is, it's not Snorlax's tier. It's a shame. Toxicroak, I actually think Toxicroak could make day 2. I've been seeing a lot of theory crafting around Toxicroak being a good check to Big 3. I do think it's a really good check to Big 3, actually. It's a great check to Incineroar and Rillaboom, just off of typing alone, and its immunity to Urshifu Rapid is not to be understated. It's a good check to Big 3. You could probably even throw on like a Focus Sash and make this thing like really do some work. It's a good Fake Out Mon. There are some issues with it. Typing is really bad into most things that are not Big 3, but like it's a good Big 3 check, and it still applies Fake Out Pressure. Could be good with Ogre, actually. I think it could be good with Ogre. Otherwise, I don't really see it having anything. Nice try, Empoleon. You're not ever winning Worlds again, even with competitive. It needs to be like a base format for you to win Worlds. Hariyama, okay, Hariyama, weirdly enough, I think could maybe make Worlds. It's not making Day 2, though. Wide Guard on a fighting type is not to be understated, especially with Fake Out. And this is a good wall breaker. I could maybe see this as like an Ice Rider partner, and that's about it. It's not making Day 2, but I think it could have some merit, especially because it just naturally wall breaks really fucking well. Dialga, someone will actually run Dialga. I'm gonna say that Dialga might make Day 2. This is a decent Ursaluna base partner. I think Ursaluna base has some merit in making Worlds. Telepathy is a good pick for that. Like, this is actually probably like the best partner for restricted you could throw on with Ursaluna. They have a lot of really good synergy defensively. So I'm gonna put Dialga in C tier. Dialga will probably make it. It's a good enough Pokemon conceptually, just not gonna be on more than like maybe a Day 2 team, if any. Terrakion, nice try, bud. Rotom Wash. Weirdly enough, Rotom Wash also could actually maybe make Worlds. It's not making Day 2. This is a decent Calyrex Ice Rider check though. And I don't think it's something to be understated, because being a Calyrex Ice Rider check, which is like the best restricted Pokemon in the format, is a really fucking big deal. And it doesn't even need to Terra to do it, and this like really walls out Calyrex. And it also gets Foul Play. Like, I can actually see a world where like Foul Play, Wisp, Paint Split, and then like Volt Switch is the set on Rotom Wash, and it makes a Day 2 team. I'm not super... Actually, I am going to put it in the C tier. I think Rotom Wash actually has some merit in the format. Again, really just for Ice Rider, but like it could be a team 6th. I would not be shocked. T-Tar is also going to get C tier. T-Tar off of typing alone, like this thing actually does have some merit in certain matchups. Like, for example, the Spit F boost is decent into Miraidon if you can clear terrain. It's also really decent into Calyrex Shadow Rider, which again, cannot be understated. Calyrex Shadow Rider is a beast. It's really good into Calyrex Ice Rider as well, offensively speaking, and it covers a lot of the good Terras besides Terra Water that it would go for. Like Terra Fire gets mauled, Pre-Terra gets mauled, I guess Terra Ice and Psychic, which are much more niche, but they do get mauled by that. T-Tar's not bad. I do think T-Tar's a good pick. And Sand clearing Sun and clearing any other weather, really, because any other weather actually has a place at Worlds on teams. You'd run T-Tar to run T-Tar, and it happens to clear weather, and that's a good benefit, because a lot of teams do not really like having their weather gone. Torn is an A tier. I think Torn will definitely make a bracket on at least one person's team. I don't think it will be a Worlds winner, though. I'm pretty safe on that. But Torn is a good partner for things like Ogre. There's certain other restricteds that do like it, but I think Whimsicott is probably the slightly better Tailwind setter right now. Memo is not winning Worlds. Actually, if Garchomp can get D tier, Memo can get tier. Typing is really good. Oh, I just realized someone, I'm so sorry, I missed chat. Conk is just budget Ursaluna. Honestly, it kind of is. It's just budget Ursaluna by like a lot. You really just run Conk for Mach Punch, and that's about it. But there's nothing good to Mach Punch right now. Metagross, Metagross and Clear Body's not terrible. I just don't think that Metagross itself has a favorable matchup to anything right now. Latios, I think Latios makes it onto someone's Day 2 team. I'm just not sure whose. But Latios had some place next to Zama, and I think that team will probably at least in some way, shape, or form make Day 2. I just don't think it'll be like a common pick. Maybe if Groudon was more common, we could see it. But Groudon really kind of sucks, so I don't really think we'll see a lot of it. Pachi, Pachi could maybe make Day 2. If it was ever going to make Day 2 again, this is the year. Like, there's not another year it happens. I don't think it happens next year, because I do think we're going to get Mythicals next year. And then it's like Arceus format, and like, Pachi is not making it into that. But right now, it could maybe. It's a decent check to Miraidon, especially because it's only single restricted. You could actually make some decent things work with that. And also, it's a decent follow me partner next to Miraidon too. I think someone will probably actually make Terra Fairy work. I think it's a decent chance at making Day 2. Not far into Day 2, but I think it could make it. Talonflame, I actually think a Talonflame hot take. I think Talonflame will make Day 2. This is a good feint Tailwind Mon, and I don't think that's a niche that could be understated, because being able to break through Protect or Wide Guard with a Pokemon like Discharge Miraidon could be really good. I actually think a Terra Ground Talonflame will have a place at Day 2 next to Miraidon. It could also just be Terra Ghost next to Kyogre. I think both are decent, and I think Kyogre actually could benefit a lot from Talonflame. That was something I was also testing for NISC. I really wish I committed to it. I think it would be great. But I do think Feint is really appreciated next to really anything that appreciates Tailwind, and this is the only Pokemon that gets both with Priority Tailwind. So, like, run Talonflame. I think this is a good call. Gardevoir's not making worlds. Lando T could. I think Lando T is in a decent spot, at least in terms of non-restricted Pokemon. It's a decent counter to a lot of them. But really, you're running it with like Landorus, and that's about it. I don't really think Landorus is in the best spot. It's a ground type, and it's a conceptually good ground type. Raichu's in a decent spot. I would say the Raichu I expect to probably make day 2. Just fake out Lightning Rod Mon. It will probably, actually, yeah, I'm gonna put Raichu B tier. Fake out Lightning Rod with like Terra Fairy could be a really good hard wall to Miraidon. It could also just be a really good partner for Kyogre teams. It would at least force a discharge, which is really decent because Raichu could then go for like Super Fang into that, or like Nuzzle into the partner, and you can get a lot of merit. It also takes advantage of Miraidon terrain, and I think that could be decent. I would say it's a B tier pick. Him on top, maybe it's Wyguard and Fake Out. Again, not really likely that it makes, I don't think it makes day 2, but it will probably show up in some fashion. Salamence, how do I feel about Salamence? Intimidate's not the most needed right now. A lot of the physical restrictions aren't that great, and it's really like a couple that are running Clear Amulet constantly. I don't know if like a Salamence couldn't make worlds. I just don't think it makes day 2. Typing is really good for Ogerpon. This is still technically speaking one of the best Ogerpon checks. It's about all it gets. Whimsicott, I think, is also an A tier, despite being objectively better than Torn, I think, right now. At the same time, I think a lot more people are starting to catch on to how to beat Whimsicott. On top of it as well, I think that Whimsicott also is just going to struggle with competition from Torn's Stealing Spotlight. So I wouldn't really bet money on either being safe Worlds winners, but I think they're both really safe bracket makers. I would be shocked if either Mon missed bracket. I would be, like, very fucking shocked. Crook, it's not Lado, it's not making it. It's not Garchomp, it's not making it. Gastrodon, Gastrodon's making day 2. I don't know why it's making day 2, it's making day 2 though. Probably Terra Fairy. Probably Terra Fairy this year. Maybe Terra Fire, but probably Terra Fairy. Lunala will make day 2 in some fashion. Someone will run it. Someone will run it, it's gonna be like Wyguard, Moongeist, Meteor Beam Protect, or maybe like Trick Room over Protect. Like, we will see Lunala in some fashion. It's just a good mon. Like, Lunala's just a good mon. It's a niche pick, but it's a good mon. Cresselia might make day 2. Format might not be terrible for it. It's just a survivable mon. You could probably throw this on next to like Ice Rider and just really long live hits and get an offensive Terra like Terra Ice out of it, or like a Terra like Terra Water to avoid statuses with Cresselia while still also just not really caring about anything other than a good defensive typing. Cresselia can maybe make day 2. I wouldn't be shocked. Bronzong, I think will probably make day 2 actually. Actually, no. Yeah, I'd probably make day 2. This is one of the better Ice Rider checks. It's actually probably one of the best Ice Rider checks if we're gonna be completely honest. Like, Iron Defense Body Press is really good into that, and it's completely immune to the sets that Calyrex typically runs. If it goes to CC, it's literally just because they're afraid of the Bronzong matchup, and that's why you run CC. But it's a good pick. I just think Bronzong is like a guaranteed day 2. I don't think it makes very far, but I do think it's a guaranteed day 2. I think it's actually probably one of the more likely picks in here, but that's like Talonflame, I would say. Ludicolo, technically, Ogre's viable, technically. Ogre's a guaranteed bracket. Groudon's a maybe day 2. Ogre will be very good in this format. I think Ogre's like one of the best restricted you can run. Groudon might make day 2, just because of Ogre. I wouldn't be shocked if someone ran it. I just don't think I'm expecting Groudon, if anything. Though Miraidon's really good, so like maybe someone tailors it for Miraidon. Thundy, I think Thundy's a guaranteed bracket. This has been really good next to Shadow Rider. It's actually been probably Thundy's best format since Sword and Shield, like Series 12 Sword and Shield, to be completely honest. But Thundy's in a good place right now. I think it's a really good support pick. Essentially, you're running it on teams that don't need Tailwind, but don't exactly not appreciate the Speed Control either. Things like Scary Face and Thunderwave. That's about it, but like, it's a good pick. Zacian probably makes day 2. I don't know about bracket, but there's some decent Zacian comps that have been going around. Things like Brain Zacian have been decent. Really, you just run it with like Pelipper and you kind of cook. That's about it. But it's not terrible. Typing alone, it will carry this one to hell and back. Shadow Rider, I'm gonna be honest. I actually don't think Shadow Rider wins Worlds. I think it's Ice Rider, but Ice Rider is not on the tier list, so this gets an A tier. I think it's a guaranteed bracket. We'll see like 3 of them in bracket guaranteed. I would be shocked if we didn't. But Shadow Rider will make bracket for sure. It is definitely the best mon in this tier by far, and Shadow Rider would surprise me the least if it won Worlds. I just think that Ice Rider's winning it. Ice Rider's won most major tournaments. I would be shocked if it didn't continue. Rillaboom, I'm gonna hot take actually. I think that the winning comp does not have a Rillaboom on it. I think that Rillaboom will make finals. I do not think Rillaboom wins Worlds. Specifically being is that I think that the winning comp is probably gonna be Rapid Fu, Amoonguss, Incineroar, Pelipper, or yeah, it's probably gonna be Raging Bolt, Amoonguss, Incineroar, Rapid Foo, Calyrex Shadow Rider, Calyrex Ice Rider, and Pelipper. I think it's the comp. I think the comp is really fucking good. It's essentially like it's Patrick's team, but I think it will be something like that, but slightly more modified. Or it's gonna be something like Miraidon and Iron Hands. I think those are both like going to be the Worlds winners, barring some really big Worlds call that like wasn't shown. But I think those are like pretty safe bets. I feel like Miraidon is a really safe bet, and I think that Ice Rider is a really safe bet. I don't think Turtle wins Worlds. I don't even think Turtle makes it past like top 4, to be honest. I think it will probably make top 4 though. I just feel like Turtle's a lot easier to play around, really. It's a good pick, but just I feel like a lot of people are ready for it, and you're not going into Worlds without counterplay for that. Miraidon can just muscle through counterplay is the issue, and Ice Rider can just snowball through counterplay is the issue. But Rhythm is a good pick. It'll be good to shut down Miraidon, and I think that will be why it makes it far. I just think it will lose to the Ice Rider win. Though it could be on the Ice Rider team, I wouldn't be shocked. I'm just not saying it's on my comp at all. Fluttermane will make bracket. Objectively, this thing is really good despite Shadow Rider. It's good on any comp that's not Shadow Rider, and you can still throw it on Shadow Rider teams pretty easily. Pow. Does Pow make bracket? Yeah, Pow makes bracket. There's a Zama team that will make bracket, and Pow will be on it for sure. Pow Zama Rillaboom is like the call for that. Iron Hands, I'm gonna move Whimsicott actually up, and I'm gonna also put Iron Hands up here, because I think at minimum these are the like on the finalist teams, and I think if it's not Ice Rider, it's definitely Miraidon with these two. So I'm gonna give it that. It's a really good S tier pick for sure. Iron Hands is a really good place right now. It's great as just a good fake out mon. Takes a lot of fucking hits really well, and it's a really good Terra candidate too, like Terra Fire and like Terra Water. Terra Water especially is decent because you can handle Ice Rider a lot better with that, because you keep your resistance to ice, and you also, well, you keep your really good Calyrex matchup, but you don't lose to high horsepower, which is great. It's a great wall breaker next to Miraidon. This thing is so fucking obnoxious. I don't think we've ever seen a better matchup for this Pokemon, just metagame wise. So yeah, I mean, I think realistically, this is the gear. Iron Hands could win Worlds again, and I would not be shocked. Incineroar is on both those comps though. Mungus is only if Ice Rider. These two are only if Miraidon. And then Rapid Foo, I think, could be on either comp, to be honest. I think Rapid Foo is a decent enough partner with Miraidon to where we could see it. But I think it's a lot more of an aggressive comp than the standard ones that we've been seeing. Probably, though, it's more if Ice Rider wins, and I think Rapid Foo could definitely win Worlds on that comp for sure. But these are my predictions. I'll leave the tier maker for anyone who wants to do it in the chat. For anyone who wants to do it. With that said, though, we're gonna do one more game with the Iron Hands team that I did not get to try. In the meantime, though, if anyone wants to consider becoming a member, members for future streams that we do, especially for Reg G, if anyone has any teams they want to do, easiest way to get on the stream is to do Reg G battles. So yeah, let me find the Miraidon Iron Hands team. Is the Volcarona one? Yeah, I want to do the Volcarona one because I just like Volk more. Let's see. Still scrolling. It should be around here. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Q9 C44W. Okay. And beautiful. Okay. Solid. So we're gonna go with this. We're gonna get one more game in. If it's a really quick game, we might do two, but it'll probably just be one more because I do some stuff I need to do at like 2:30ish, and I want to get some food real quick. Oh right, I forgot we lost the last game. Okay, beautiful. So we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this as our final game of the day. Let's see. We're gonna have Aries here too. Actually, let's go with random. Actually, we'll go with Terrapolis. One final answer. We'll close you, we'll close you, we'll close you. We'll close you. We'll close you, we'll close you. I forgot I closed my damage calc shit. I need that open. Alright. Good luck and fun to my final opponent. If we don't find something here, if anyone in the chat wants to do a viewer battle, just let me know, and I can take you on. But otherwise, though, we'll just keep searching for ranked until we get our last game in. If anyone in the chat wants to go, though, I'm also open to best of 3, but I'm fine with best of 1 as well. I'm perfectly fine with that. Still waiting. Damn, this is really taking a bit. It's really just deciding to take its fucking time. but not a huge deal either way. Okay, perfect. We found something. All right, so we're fighting. Ooh, we're fighting Dominics. Okay, I've fought this team before. I've definitely fought this team before. Let me double check this set really quickly. I forget if it's Trick Room or not. It is Trick Room. It's not in prison though. It's still chill. I think honestly we just lead off with like. I'm actually gonna lead off with Iron Hands for Rig, and then I'm gonna bring more Rhydons to my backline. I'll hard switch it in and fake out if need be. And I think my final pick is Blood Moon. I don't really need the Whimsicott here to be honest. I don't just think it benefits me a lot. Especially in a team of like size spam. I'm not really huge on that. Okay. So yeah, we'll probably switch out for Rig almost certainly. And then just go for like a really strong attack with Iron Hands. Maybe fake out, but honestly I'm kind of thinking like maybe Wild Charge. Okay, so let's see. It's a Gallade and Urshifu. It's still fine. Yeah, I'm definitely just gonna go for the Wild Charge into the Gallade. And then I'm just gonna switch out for Rig into Miraidon. I could also just fake out the Urshifu. I feel like that might be a better call. No, I'm gonna fake out the Gallade actually, just in case I don't kill. I'm assuming I'll kill, but like just in case. Because if they make like a double into... Ooh, actually if they make a double into DD, this was all I could play anyway. Well, they didn't make a double into DD regardless, so it's good. I'm a girl, just so you're aware. Also, welcome to the stream. Okay. Let's see. So, attack is Titan on Iron Hands. The tech goes off. Okay, perfect. That's perfect. Fine. Yeah, we get some decent pressure into Gallade at the very least. Gallade's gonna get nice fake outed, and we're pretty set. We're pretty set. I think I just go for Discharge here. I don't really mind Iron Hands having to take that, and I'll just full switch into the Urshifu in case it's Focus Sash. I'd rather just kill both Pokemon, to be honest. So even if my opponent does go into DD, this will still do so much damage, it won't even be funny. Discharge will go off, it's beautiful. Urshifu's gonna get popped out of Sash, and I just full switch. And even if Miraidon dies at this point, I mean, I'm not really too concerned, because we'll just get off some really good damage with the... Ooh, we get Para. Okay, Para's pretty lucky, I can't lie. But I mean, we still just kind of won, so it's not a huge deal. Your 20th lost a contest to an Aeron? Oh, I'm so sorry. That's so rough. What a brutal way to lose that. What a brutal way. To an Aeron? Really? Wow, that's fucked. That is super fucked. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go into for Rig here. Because I can just go for Terra. And the Terra... Oh, wait, we're Terra firing this, so maybe I don't go for Terra. I'll just go for Terra and Miraidon, to be honest. Like, Terra and Miraidon should just cook. And then I just go for, like, Helping Hand plus Discharge. And, like, what actually takes that? Even if I go into an G, like what actually takes that? Smon is just so cracked. Yep, communication dropped. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we'll get one more game in. One more game should be fine. Because that went by very, very quick. I did not expect it to be that quick. So we'll get one more game in. And then we should be good. We'll end our stream after that. And then I'm going to eat some food. And then I have some stuff to do with my good pal OG Albina. And then we should be set. We should be set. In case you haven't already, by the way, make sure to leave a like on the stream. And consider becoming a member. In case you want to submit teams for the future. Oh my god, is that Becca? Becca, you came right in time for our final game of the night. Beautiful. Okay. So yeah, we're using Iron Hands. We just used Wo-Chien. So you missed Wo-Chien with Ocean Kyogre, and you missed Iron Valiant and like an Iron Valiant Rain team with like Calyrex Ice. Well, it's like Pseudo Rain. It's like Pelipper. And then what's the other team we use? It was Terapagos, right? We had Terapagos, Dragapult, Compe. That was a cool team. But we're using Iron Hands. Oh my god, we failed. Okay. I'll give a second in case anyone wants to do a game. We'll give it like I'll give it a little bit before we confirm. In case anyone wants to do a battle. No Domfan, I sleep. Becca, you know what? Fight with the Domfan team right now. Fight with the Domfan team right now. You have advantage. You have Domfan. You have Domfan against Miraidon. Like, fight me right now. Fight me right now, Becca. You won't. You won't. Listen, Becca, all I'm saying is that members do get to pick. Members do get to pick. And like that money just goes back to you. But yeah. Listen, like Iron Hands? Iron Hands though? Like kind of a base pick. Is that a Luminion team? Yeah, this is for Regf. It was one of the last teams we did for Regf. It was so fun. This is such a fun team. In case you wanna, I can pull up the Red Soul real quick in case you wanna pull it up. I can show that. I don't mind. because I still have that up for a bit. Borrow. There we go. Okay, I'll paste that in chat if you want. 3JLVC9. In case you do any Reg F and you want to try that. It was a fun team. There we go. Yeah, I kind of want to make Luminion work again, but like no one's really using water types that are like worth using Luminion for. And also just power level. Power level is just so brutal on that mon. If Kyogre was more popular, this is a good actually gotta cook. I can maybe make Luminion more because it's a decent tailwind safeguard mon. That's about all you get with it. And Throat Spray on this set in particular is good because it's really good in like rapid food meta. And with Throat Spray +1, you could do some decent damage against non-Terra Rigid Bolts, which was not bad. That's about all it really gets. I mean, like the team's not great by any means, but like it's good for what it is. It's good for what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna give like another 10 seconds before I start searching, and then at that point we're gonna just search for our final game. So I'll do like the 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and should I give it until the hands pop up on screen? When the hands pop up on screen, time has passed. Because I don't know how much of a delay we have. But we definitely have, it looks like at least a good delay. Holy, yeah, okay, hands pop up on screen. Okay, that was plenty of time. Yep, that was definitely plenty of time. Okay, sweet. We're gonna search. Okay, beautiful. I didn't realize you had such a high delay. Holy. But it's good for the viewer battles at least, and like for tournaments as well. It's definitely good for that. But we definitely have like a good amount of delay. Which is good. That's appreciated. Final game of the day. If this one doesn't find, then I'll just end stream here. We'll give it the one attempt. The one time. Oh. I'm gonna go to random. We're gonna go to random this time. Hopefully we can get a game in though. I'm hoping. Only comp team is for Kricketune. Kricketune is fire though. Like listen, that's a sick pick. That is a sick mon right there. We're fighting Miraidon. Okay, perfect. Miraidon Ditto. So I need Blood Moon for sure. I lead off with Miraidon Whims. We go with Iron Hands. Then we go with Ursaluna. And we cook. This is definitely not a Volt game. Volk is never coming to this game. Never, ever, 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 ever. But Iron Hands does though. Iron Hands slaughters this team. The one thing I guess they have is like special attack booster on Crown, and that's about it. Trust in its highest stat being 90, like trust. Like listen, Kricketune based, and that's all that matters. It just based Kricketune. Would have been more based if you used Kricketot though, like just saying. Like Kricketot would have just been a lot funnier if you're gonna use them on like that. Like you gotta commit to the bit. I think it only has like 5 moves anyway, which is like super funny. Let me actually double check that because I'm sorry, it gets 8 moves, my bad. You get Endeavor, Lunge, Terra Blast, Bug Bite, Growl, Skitter Smack, Struggle Bug, and Tackle. So you do actually get 4 stab moves if you just want to run mono stab. Or you could ditch one of the stab moves for Terra Blast, like I'm hearing. Like all I'm saying is I'm hearing the Struggle Bug could be ditched. Actually hold on, never mind. You'd probably ditch Skitter Smack. You literally would go with like Struggle Bug, Bug Bite, Lunge, and Terra Blast. You just use this as a stat dropper. Or like a Berry Stealer. Like kind of based. Sash Endeavor too, yeah, Sash Endeavor. Listen, all I'm saying is I'm glad I gave you your idea. Alright, we're fighting Miraidon Corner Pun. Miraidon Corner Pun is very okay. I am so here for that. Oh, what's my Terra on this? Terra Ghost, okay, doesn't really matter then. Definitely go for Terra Electric. Honestly, I just go for Discharge. And I just go for Tailwind, just so I hit first. They're gonna definitely follow me on Ogerpon trying to draw in like a Draco, and I'm so fine with that. Because it doesn't really matter. The Terra Electric is here just to deal like a shit ton of damage when they do go for their own Terra on that Miraidon. And now I will be so here for that. Because if it's anything besides Terra Electric or Dragon, that mon gets mauled right now. Very quickly. I guess Ground too. Like the Ground or Grass technically, to be fair. But like they're not running either of those, so I'm just gonna be fine. Like you actually have no reason to run Terra Grass in this, because it's not like you'd be afraid of Spore or anything, or like Rage Powder. Ground maybe, I guess. But like this is the electric type. You're not running it for anything else. This Terra Electric pops off. That is very, very appreciated. We should be set. We should be very set. Yeah, Follow Me is gonna go off. That is very fine. This should still do some decent damage though. And then I can just go for like a... I just go for like a Discharge and a Moonblast next turn. We're modest in some, so I should update this. And I can just go for Moonblast here. Beautiful, okay. Very good damage, very good damage. If they did not go for Discharge of their own, we're honestly set. They go for both each of their partners. I'm curious if they're gonna go for like a Ditto or something, or like their own Whimsicott. I'm fine either way. Like, we guarantee outpace, so it's really easy for us to be honest. But it's just, like, I'm curious. I can honestly just click Discharge with Moonblast though. Or even Discharge plus Protect, depending on what comes in. They're gonna go into Blood Moon. Okay, Blood Moon is fine. I could switch here. I'm gonna go into Ursaluna here. Then I'm gonna go for a... I'm gonna go for a Moonblast in the Corner Pawn. There's a good chance it goes for Spiky here, and I'm not really too concerned, because if they go for Spiky, it just means that Iron Hands gets another free turn afterwards, which is decent. And Iron Hands and Tailwind will do so much work against this team. Also, they either have the Whimsicott or the Ditto, so either way, I'm really set. It just depends on what they go for. Ursaluna, okay, sweet. Ursaluna should pop off. There's not really a ton that it could do. They're gonna go swap out the Ogerpon, and they're gonna probably bring back in Miraidon, which is chill. They bring in like Ditto or Whimsum, okay? Ditto, okay. Ditto's fine. They're just gonna get a second Blood Moon, so I'm very okay with that. Okay, sweet. Yeah, not really too bad. Because Ditto has like no health. This is a very free cook. Perfect. And we survived too, which is amazing. We're gonna go for Hyper Voice. And I'm gonna go for Encore. I'm just gonna lock this thing in. Because it'll fail, and that'll be so nice. 3 Ursalunas, yeah, 3 Ursalunas on the field, and they're all Blood Moon too. They're gonna Protect on the Ditto one, that is chill, I don't really mind. I'm gonna Encore that one on the next turn then, which is super nice. They will hit the Blood Moon this turn, I believe, but not on the next one. They outpace, oh damn. They outpace my Whimsicott. Okay, well that's chill. I don't mind either way, they're gonna take a ton of damage. And I can still bring in the Iron Hands, to be honest, so I'm still happy with that. Whimsicott was just 5 and then I Encore locked it to the Blood Moon. But it's useless on this turn at least, so we're fine. That Ursaluna cannot do anything. And then I get a very free attack. We know as well they have no anti-priority. And they have no way to stop my terrain. I'm just gonna go for Drain Punch and Discharge. Actually, sorry, Discharge and yeah, I think Discharge and I'm trying to think. I'm gonna definitely go for Drain Punch into this one. And then I think I just go for... I'm gonna go for Electro Drift, I think. I just want them more damage, because guaranteed they will lose both their Saloons at this point, which I'm okay with. Unless it's like a not a Scarf on Ursaluna, which I don't really think it is. I just need to kill their Ursaluna before they get another Blood Moon off, and I think there's a chance I might actually just stay in and let it struggle for a bit. So, I could rather just do this. They're gonna switch out their Ursaluna. Okay, perfect. So that means they're losing that other ground type, and they'll lose their first one in this turn. So they'll no longer have an electric immunity, which is good. Their Corner Pawn will also die, which means their redirection is gone, and I can just focus. They'll have to bring the Ditto across my Miraidon, which is fine. I don't really mind that. And then I can get some good work. Get some good work in for sure. And I think I have one more turn, so that should be good. Drain Punch will go off. And that will definitely kill. Beautiful, okay. So they're down to the last two as well, which is fine. I don't really mind this. And again, I do get a really free just set of Drain Punches here. Tailwind petered out. Okay, whatever. It's still probably speed time. Unless they're actually no, they're gonna outpace with their Miraidon for sure. But that's fine. I can Drain Punch off of their Ditto Miraidon, which probably has to go for a Dragon Move, to be honest. I'm fine if it does. I don't really mind. Let's see. Yep, okay. They're bringing in Ditto to Miraidon, which is okay. Because if they're not Scarf, then I just get an Electric Drift off into that, and that definitely kills Ditto for sure. Just to be safe though, I'm going to dual target the Ditto, because I know for a fact that it does not protect, and the other one, technically speaking, could have protect. Thankfully as well, they're losing the Electric Terrain boost next turn, which is huge. It's actually like a really big deal. But I just need their Ditto Maraudon get killed first. They click Protect, so I do think that they click Protect and swap. I think there's no way they're not going to be Scarf. So they're probably clicking Draco here. But I still do need it dead. They're going to Dragon Pulse, so they're not Scarf. That's interesting. They are Draco, though. Okay, and we do survive. Survive is great there. Because I definitely killed there. Yeah, now there's 3 Maraudons, exactly. It's fun when you fight a mirror with Ditto. In theory, this could have been 4 if I had a Ditto. It could have been 4, but I was kind of a bitch about it. They are locked into Dragon Pulse though, which is chill. Because they didn't Terra, it's going to be a lot more beneficial to them. But we're still set. Like, that's enough damage right there. And they can't kill both Pokemon unless they're not choiced. And if they're choiced, then like I still don't think they kill both, to be honest. Because my Maraudon has too much health, and they're going to lose a lot of damage now. They will 4 times resist though, to be fair. But it's still not a huge deal, because they're weaker. And I think we'll do enough. Like, just barely. Dragon Pulse is going to go off. That will probably kill Iron Hands, at least. Yep, okay, Iron Hands is dead. But I think I could take a Dragon Pulse. Even if I don't kill right now. Plus, we are mod of specs, and this is still a single target Electric Drift with Terra Electric. I think we might just kill anyway. Like, super chill. Super chill, right? We kill? Perfect. Okay, sweet. Maraudon on the go. Maraudon's a nuke. Exactly. No, it's just a nuke. But there's failed to be. And that's so unfortunate for them. What a bad player. I'm kidding. No, this is fair. Good game to my opponent, though. That's where we're going to end off, though. If anyone wants to become a member, next stream that we do for Reg G, which will be next week. Friday, we're going to do Little Cup VGC, so I like to usually build a new team for those. But for the Reg G streams that we're going to do next week, we're going to probably do Monday, and then I might try and do a tour on Friday. Jury's out on if I will or won't, but we're going to try and do a tour next week on Friday. So at least for the Monday stream, definitively, and if we don't do tour, then Friday as well, we'll take viewer submission teams. Which will come from members specifically. So you want to be here in time for that, of course, you know, channel membership. And then otherwise though, again, also just like and subscribe. Just helps out the channel a lot. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.